2 years ago I started repairing this damaged Volkswagen T4. After many hours of cutting, welding and painting, we had a van that looked pretty good. After stripping out the old camper interior, fitting a new floor and then fitting a diesel heater, it was time to make furniture. After cutting up some wood, doing some routering and screwing it all together, we had some furniture. Then I had to stick the solar panel on before turning my attention to the electrics. And now I need to continue finishing the electrics before we can finish the furniture and maybe even finish this project. At last, I found some screws. Oh, it's windy out there. Oh, that's alright. That coming off. Well, absolutely melting here. Hottest day of the year, and so far I've got to go to work yet. It's going to be probably about 40 degrees in there, but never mind. My fuse board's done. Well, as far as I think I can take it on the bench anyway. Gonna have to get it into the van and start putting some wires in, and might have to make a few adjustments, put a few more holes in, mainly for the negatives really. Other than that, I think we're going to be good to go. So next job's going to be getting it in the van and hopefully get this thing working soon. So we're making progress. That's loosely where the board's going to live, and we've got a lot of wiring to do still. Got our panels in there, and I've just been thinking about my light switch. So tomorrow I'm going to continue. So I'm back today working on my electrics of this T4 Campervan, and got this here control panel, beautiful little control panel, got all the stickers to go on there and everything, but it's actually been wired up incorrect, because as it is at the moment, when you switch it on the light goes off, and really the light should come on when you switch it on. And what also I've noticed is that you've got one supply, so you've got one 12-volt incoming and one earth, and that lights the whole panel up, and then they go off to their independent supplies, which, well, if I was going to have it like that, there's no point in having a 12-volt fuse board in the van, and this would then only be supplied by one cable. It's not how I want to wire it up, and it's not how I'm going to wire it up. So I'm going to have to rip all these off and change it all round. so that it lights up correctly and it does what it should do. So I'm just going to disassemble it basically and pull all these wires out and seeing if we can make it right. So okay, all I had to do was remove all the old connectors from this control panel. Then I could swap them around so the lights on the switches worked the right way around. A lot of them just fell apart anyway, so it was just as well I'd done it. After that, I made up a small wiring loom to make it easier to wire up the panel when I got it into the van. May look like a confusing mess to you, but actually it does look a bit like a confusing mess to me as well, but hopefully made myself a little bit of a loom there. Just makes things a bit easier when you're going to wire it up. I thought just stick it all together, number it all up so I can feed it in, and then these are going to go off to me, well, these are going to come from the fuse board, the 12 volt fuse board, go to my switches, and then from my switches I can go to the suppliers they're going to power. So next job's going to be try and thread all these in place and then get them up to the control panel. So got most of the cables in place there now. Managed to push that fuse board back to where I want it. I've got a lot of cables behind there, all sort of hidden away there. I've just got to trim all these up and terminate all them onto the fuse board and to the buzz bar, and then we'll be pretty much there. Got a load of wires up to the top here. They're the ones that are going to go into our switch panel, and they're going to be coming out the switch panel as well. So there's again quite a few there. So the next job is going to be to try and get this lot wired up, and a bit tight for space here, so not been recording too much, but bear with and I'll be able to show you the finished article. Well, so far so good. It's actually going quite well actually, dare I say it. Shouldn't have said that, probably go wrong there. But all I need to do now really is terminate the 12 volts wires onto the fuse board. Just got a bit of a OCD dilemma where I'm making it all so neat. I'm wondering, should I put little red heat shrinks over the blue terminals, because I don't like the blue terminals. I wish they was red actually. But once I get over that dilemma, I'm just going to crack on with it. So I'm just going to put you back on time lapse, and let's hopefully get this knocked out in the next half hour or so. So let's get it done. Well, I've done it. All wired up. There's one thing I've not put in. Actually, there's two things I've not put in there. One of which is a cable for the inverter, to feed the inverter. And the other one is my 12 volt battery charger, because I'm actually waiting for one to turn up. I've got another one here. I was going to save that one and keep that in. The new one I was going to put in there. So then when I get that, I'm going to make something for it to stick to, or a way of sticking it to the top of that board, exactly where I've configured it to go. And there's one terminal at the top there, which is going to be that one there on the top right hand side there, and that's going to be our 12 volt input for our 12 volt charger. So God knows if this is going to work, but I really hope so. Next thing, I think we need to actually wire up the control panel, and got a load more cables to terminate here, which are all coming from there and coming out of our, going to be going to our suppliers. So that's something I need to do. So I'm going to be getting on with that next. Quite a lot of cables to sort out here. What we're going to put where? Well, going quite well at the moment, and just got my scissors out. I need to trim these labels up, relabel them all up so I know where they're going to go, get them tidied up at the back there, and we're starting to make a bit of progress, and we're getting closer to being able to carry out a little bit of testing maybe. Let's continue. Got a lot more to do yet. Right, well, final stages of the wiring here. Been working on the board this afternoon, and I've not had the camera out much, but at the moment it's sort of alive, and just going to try and get this control panel fitted in there, and well, we'll see what we can get working. So I'm just going to crack on with this, and hopefully some of it might work. Yeah, so quite pleased really. Got this control panel in. Wasn't sure first of all because it was only showing 2 odd volts on there. So when I had a look down in the old fuse box there, I see that we were missing a fuse. So now that's in. Got the old lights on the van. Control panel's all live. Can't live that up yet. I need to do a bit of work down underneath the seat there just to solder some connections, trim it all up, neaten it all up nice. Solar's got power in it, so that's good. The only thing I've got to do is actually move this van outside, and then we'll be able to see if the solar actually works, which I'll probably do tomorrow, because I'm not going to do it tonight. And I need to charge the battery as well, so we've got a decent battery to start this van, which is what I was hoping I was going to be able to do with this, charge the battery I've got in the front there, but it is only a sort of trickle charger. So it was working a lot better on some of the other batteries I've had. Can't work the charger out, so maybe we'll leave it a bit of time, or maybe it's just no good. But anyway, if it's no good, we'll change it and get a different charger. But that's not too bad now, because now it's in place. It's easy enough to just whip that one out and swap it out for another one. But the board looks pretty good, well pleased with that. The isolator all works. I've tested all these wires under here. That one's for the cooler, and that one's for the pump. Can't test the diesel one there, as I say, because I need to make a few connections under there. But control panel's working, and it's all good. So I think it's going to be very soon. I want to finish this off. Now I've seen the power, I'm going to investigate the battery a little bit. Actually, I'm going to put another charger on it and see if we can get the power up on it, and that will tell me if this charger's working or not. So after some investigation, I discovered there's nothing wrong with the charger or my electrical system that I'd made. I just needed to get another decent battery. So after that, it was on with making furniture again. All we had to do was make the doors, the drawers and the drawer fronts. Well, I'm back. I've been not recording for a little while because I've been too busy doing other things, and today I thought I'd have a little go at doing something that was been bugging me for quite a while. Because last time I was working on the van, I made a drawer box, and the drawer box I made weren't exactly the same as the original one or the other drawer box we made. So what I hadn't done is I hadn't put some radiuses on it, so I had to rip the trim back off, and I actually made a mistake with the last front. Well, in fact it is the same front. So what I managed to do is I managed to change and put bigger radiuses on these corners. I still don't think they're quite big enough really, but I've committed now. That's the size they are, and that's the size they're going to have to stay. So anyway, it's not come out too bad, and what I've done is I've got the holes, well, marked out loosely in the back there. I'm going to get that drilled, get that front screwed on there in position, and then I can mark out where the catch is going to go, and then get that into position. And then once we get it all finished and then got the catch on and it's all working, I can actually put a bottom in that box. Once the catch goes on and it shuts, it'll be just lovely. I think hopefully it'll be just like that one. So just going to get on now and hopefully get this bit secured on and then get the catch on. Let's got that. Now I can take that off. Check how fit. Yeah, that's alright. That drawer front come out probably better than that one in here. Take this out now, put it on the bench, get all this marked out where the catch goes, and then hopefully get the catch on. Done. Somewhere there's a template. There's always a template. I've made so many of them. Got that one, that's for cutting out hinges. That's the plate of the hinge, and that's the actual hinge cups, 35mm or 26mm. That's that one. Where's we've got the hinge one? There we go, catch 26mm. Oh yeah, look, that's exactly how we're going to do that. So let's get that marked up and hopefully cut it out. should have just gone round. Alright. Well, got that loosely jigsawed out, not the best. I need to get this front screwed back on. I'll file that out a little bit better. Not there, does it? Goes in there. Oh, oh yeah. Well, all we've got to do is pop a couple of screws in here, and then, well, we're getting closer. Wow, that's alright, I'm happy with that, not too bad at all. Well, that's got the drawer put in, still got to finish it off, but if you did enjoy this video, don't forget, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, whack that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.